welcome to the Lunchbox Comic Book Talk. I'm Andre Greenidge, and I'm joined by Lew and Uspa, and we are going to delve into the UnCanny X-Men. That's right, Marvel's Mighty Mutants are finally going to get to the big screen. We don't know exactly when, but we know that Marvel, via Disney, has acquired all the rights from Fox. So, if we were in charge, all right, so we're gonna pitch our team of Mighty Mutants that we wanna see on the big screen, and maybe we're gonna say how we want them to get there. We've laid out some categories. We're gonna start with the leader category. Self-explanatory. Who's your front man? Who's the guy that is going to lead the team and inspire the team? I'm gonna start with Lew because X-Men is his team, they're his jam. So who leads your X-Men?
This is probably the popular vote or non-popular vote, but I pick Slim, Scott Summers. He's been there since day one.
Right.
You got the Optic Blast, and even though Optic Blast kind of lame, he's been leading the X-Men since day one.
Right on, and he's kind of like the believer in the dream, right?
Yeah,
right.
He is the professor's good boy.
Yeah, it's kind of like the heir to the dream. Uspa, who do you have that leads the X-Men?
Cyclops.
And why?
Because he's always there. He's always there for the team. And, oh, I love you. She dead. I'm here for the team. I stay.
So he's basically there because he believes first and foremost in the team.
He's there because he can always count on him. No matter what, the lowest he gets, the stronger he becomes and he comes back.
That's true, that's true. So finally, my choice, and it looks like we are all on the same page. Unanimous. Scott Summers, he is the leader of the X-Men. Listen, throughout comicdom, throughout many years of the X-Men, they have had lots of different leaders, but nobody says the X-Men like Scott Summers. I know in the awful Fox movies, he never was that leader figure, but you talk to anybody who knows comic books and has read comic books or even loved the 90s cartoons, Cyclops is the guy, and we've talked about his power set, Optic Blast. Like this is a guy who can level mountains, but the nice thing about Cyclops is he isn't always in control, so you've got that, you know, dichotomy of a lot of power, a lot of belief, but also he's self-reserved because he knows that without those glasses that he could really do some damage. So yeah, we're all unanimous. Cyclops is the man, and I think most of you out there will agree with that. So next up, this is another fun category for us. We picked our brawn character, the character who's strong, the guy who is going to back up the team as well as kind of take a couple of hits so the X-Men can do what they do. I'm going to start with Uspa. Who's your strong guy on the team?
The Juggernaut.
Whoa.
Oof, jeez.
Come on, all I need from him just, there is a wall. Please go in. We'll do the rest.
What if they get that helmet off?
Interesting.
So, do not allow that. Weld it completely to his body. Never remove that.
That's true, and his power does come from the Sidorak, right?
Yeah.
So
He's pretty dummy, but for the strongest guy, that's what I need. I need someone who unstoppable, can penetrate walls, defenses, so the rest of the team can go in.
Interesting. Can I ask you a question on that?
Yeah.
Do you ever see him overcoming that darker side? Because he's always been kind of a bad guy, right? Do you think that there would be a way that the X-Men could get the Juggernaut on their page?
There is a possibility because from what I've seen of him, he's kind of dumb. Get a proper education, open up the possibilities, maybe sacrifice something for someone he loves.
That's true.
Because I never actually saw any affection or attraction to another person. He was like You know this kid who got spoiled so much in like young age. He can do whatever he wants. He can walk whatever he wants. He can, like, does not respect. Does not. So the Juggernaut, he was young. Он никогда не отвечал никому ни за что.
Absolutely. Da.
There we go. Yes. Straight. Okay. Lou, who's your strong guy?
Speaking of Russian, my strong guy is half Russian, half Wakandan. It's Gentle.
Whoa, nice choice.
Yeah.
Nice choice.
Gentle can increase his mass and his strength. He can do over 100 tons.
Whoa.
And he has the, actually, he can do more. It's, because it's painful for him to go to an extremely strong size, a big size and stronger, he has like vibranium tattoos on him
yes.
to keep those powers in check. If you can take this off and somehow have one of your telepaths take the pain away, strength, I don't know, it's gonna be off the charts.
Yeah, eventually he's gonna kill himself.
Well, the telepath will rein
take
that
the
in,
What,
obviously,
like the
right?
damage to the heart or damage to the bones?
I don't know. I like that choice because
The choice is fun, but
that's pretty
you know,
cool.
pain does not come from like out of nowhere. That's your body telling something is wrong, right?
Well, they're superheroes, so I'm pretty sure the X-Men would have to be in dire straits for them to go that far.
Yeah.
But maybe
It's in case of he's strong enough.
Yeah.
In case he needs to get stronger.
yeah,
Gotta get rid of
let's
the
say
tattoos.
let's say he's need to stop a plane from crashing and hurting a bunch of people. Maybe him and a telepath get together to stop that. But that's a really good choice, and I like it because it's a really good segue for the cinematic universe. If you say, oh yeah, hey, we're gonna have a Wakandan mutant.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good segue for my choice. My character is Armor from the Astonishing X-Men series. I don't know if you guys read that. She's the Asian character who literally has that basically almost looks like a solid light hologram of armor that she can actually project and change. Sometimes it can be spiky and stuff like that. She's a really cool character. I'm gonna really butcher her name. Her name is Hisako Ichiki, I think. And the reason I put her on the team is because I wanted to go with somebody who's not the traditional X-Men character, and I think that'd be really cool to introduce somebody of different ethnicities onto the team for the silver screen. We've got to really be thinking about going forward. We don't have to put the team as we've seen them before in the comics. It's 2018. We can have some diversity and play in that.
We should have more diversity.
Yeah, so I think that would be a pretty good choice. And I got to say, like, again, I just love that run. Astonishing X-Men was one of my favorite runs, and fan favorite writer there, Joss Whedon wrote that whole run, and amazing art by John Cassaday. So that's my choice. The strong guy or strong gal. That would be Armor. Okay, so next up, we are gonna go with our Recon character. This is the character that's going to basically survey and kind of sneak around, get the X-Men the lay of the land and stuff. So we've broken down these into categories so that each member of the team has a purpose so that they can tackle any situation. So I'm gonna take the lead on this one here. So for me, the Recon character is none other than Shadowcat Kitty Pryde. That's right, why not have somebody who can be intangible and basically just sneak through walls, sneak through ceilings and floors. I think she is the ultimate kind of stealth character. And again, she could go get information, plus she can basically hack and disrupt any computer system. So Shadowcat is my Recon person. Lou, who's yours?
Mine is gonna be kind of a weird answer because I pick multiple men, Jamie Madrox.
Oh, nice.
Because why have one when you can just have a bunch of them? If they get caught, that's fine, right?
Expendables.
They're expendable, so just have a bunch of them go try to get what they need, even though that's not really stealthy.
That's true.
You're still gonna get that information somehow, just through sheer numbers.
That's
Eventually you're gonna be tired.
It's
Just
just
take
crazy.
this,
I don't know.
just
I
take
was originally it was Nightcrawler, but I'm like, I want this to be fun and just
That's
just
true,
him to
that's
go
true.
just nuts.
Yeah, nice. Uspa, who do you think?
The Mr. Phantomax.
Phantom X.
Oh,
Nice.
very nice. Very
I didn't
unusual.
even think of that.
Damn, that guy's pretty badass.
So yeah, you have illusions. You have impenetrable mind by any telepath. He's pretty hitting hard, and he kind of gruesome, so he will eventually kill people.
Right.
But the job is done.
Yeah, wow. Phantom X, great character, and I think he'd be very unique to see on the screen. Plus, he's got a really cool backstory, so it'd be interesting to see how they would take that on the screen and stuff. So, so there's our recon guys, and I think we've had a very wide selection there, and some very cool choices. Next up, this is a very fun category. Who's our scrapper, our brawler, the guy who lets to get his hands dirty, not afraid to, shall we say, bloody his hands, her hands, not pulling any punches. Who's your guy?
Sabretooth.
Whoa.
Just somebody who's nuts. Just go out there and do as much damage as you can.
Wow.
Plus, he's got healing factor, so.
So you guys like the bad guys. You really think they could redeem and be on an X-Men?
I mean,
So this
he's
is-
worked with Wolverine before. Pardon an age.
Worked to kill Wolverine before.
true.
You know?
But still, I think he can do good. As long as you have that wild card where you just kind of tie him up and it's just like, okay, let him go.
Let
and
him
then just
go,
like
yeah.
go nuts.
Kind of like, kick him out the back of the
Yeah.
truck and just let him go and do his thing.
Wild
right?
card.
Yeah, nice. Uspa, who's your brawler?
I chose Mimic.
Mimic. Nice.
So before he goes in, you pick the side mutants. Okay, absorb power, please. He takes some parts, and eventually he's gonna meet up with other mutant, which is gonna be powerful enough to kind of prevent him from doing his thing. But he absorbed that power too. So now, because if you pick someone like this specific set of skills, eventually the enemy, whatever, they're gonna counterpick another
Right.
mutant. So like you got telepath, okay, someone who is brain dead, like you send him in.
So that's
But Mimic can adapt. So you basically, okay, you got your initial sets, like healing factor, whatever, and he adapts as he goes
as he
deeper.
goes. Right, so he's pretty much an unstoppable guy. That's pretty cool. So I guess unfortunately I chose the lame choice. I guess I went with the good old Canadian boy, the old knucklehead Wolverine, right? Come on. Remember, this is we're talking the cinematic universe here. Nobody is more iconic to everybody than Wolverine.
In that sense,
Mr.
yeah.
James Howlett. Come on, it might not be Hugh Jackman, right? He said he's done with the role, but there's something about somebody who's got claws just coming out of his hands, and again, he is that wild scrapper.
The good version of Sabretooth.
Yes,
My
he
choice.
doesn't give up, so he's adaptable in that he'll take on Sentinel after Sentinel and just be having flesh torn off and stuff like that. So I think he's a pretty integral part of the X-Men team. Almost, kind of the heart of the team, because he's really that short, stocky, hard guy, but he's got a good heart. And he's always about mentoring the young person on the team. And I guess maybe because as I was putting together my list, I was thinking about, we've got Shadowcat, right? He mentors her a little bit, and the same thing, he could do the same thing for Armor. So I'm kind of thinking a little bit about the overall makeup of the team and in the cinematic universe. And of course, hey, it puts a Canadian on the team. So we've got a Canadian on my team. We've got, I think Hisenko is Japanese. So yeah, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, none of us had bad choices. I really like that Mimic. That's and man, Uspa going deep with the old school mutants, so we got some good comic knowledge in here. So let's continue on our mutant picks. Our next category is our range character, the guy who's going to sit back and dish out damage at long range. So we're not going to start with Uspa because he dropped his pen. We are going to go right to Lew, picking up with who he has for the range.
Forge.
Forge. Nice.
Forge, man. Forge is a mutant power to basically build anything he puts his mind to. He was in the army. He's a marksman, sniper.
Right.
There you go. There's your long-range assassin right there.
And he's also part of the tribal magic. He's mysticism, so that's pretty good. He's kind of like a techno shaman. So that's pretty cool. And a Native American, right?
Getting diverse here.
Listen, I think we're on to something here. We're building a multicultural team of X-Men as it should be. I think that's great. All right, now we're gonna go over to Uspa to tell us who he picks for the range category.
The Mrs. Scarlet Witch.
Oh.
Never heard that before.
I've heard of Scarlet Witch, but she's some Omega level power there.
So she can do her pew 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 from the range, but if shit hits the fan, like
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
The range support, like she can take out some guys from the distance, but eventually, if previous categories fail, need someone to actually do
Fail safe.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And so let me ask you, Uspa, because we are doing this kind of a quasi-mutant movie build, are we going to cast the same person from Avengers?
Are we going to take her out
and
of the
she's going to
Avengers?
go on to the X-Men?
I actually like to transfer her.
Yeah?
Because now, she was like this orphan, brother died from this Age of Ultron arc. And she getting stronger, eventually overpowering the Vision, which had an Infinity Stone. But now, completely devastated, completely destroyed person with the Omega level of mutant power, unknown to her because she was always like, let's keep her safe.
Yeah.
Let's keep her safe.
So maybe...
I like the actor. She got some, a little bit of nuts inside.
That's true.
And eventually, after all this, snapped.
And with a few words, you can wipe out all our team.
No more mutants.
No more mutants.
That's pretty cool. So you're building a pretty interesting team there. We got Juggernaut, we got Scarlet Witch. I think you're really forming the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
That's what it actually sounds like.
I think Uspa's going a little bit too far with his homework here.
Please.
All right.
Would you like Sabretooth from my team?
Nice. We'll do a swap. We'll do a trade. Yes. All right. So for my range character, I chose Alex Summers Havoc. So again, rationale for this is because again, I'm thinking for that movie universe, it would be really cool to add that other level of there's two brothers, and you can always show the backstory of the two of them growing up together with their mutant powers and helping each other. I think they've got a great story in the comic books. I feel Havoc hasn't really ever had a great place to shine, but he's had a couple of really good stints, and this guy is super powerful. Plus, he's got a great costume. I think that will translate amazing to the screen.
Classic one? The
classic
black
one with the ring. Yeah, could you imagine that modernized a little bit? But yeah, and I think again, you could just have some really cool moments with the two of them. Cyclops with the optic blast and Havoc with the the solar powered energy rings and stuff. So again, just a very cool effect. And I think again, let's talk about story development and let's hook that audience into liking the characters. And you can either go both ways. You can say brothers that stand by each other, or brothers that are just on opposite end and can't stand each other, but they have to work together. So I think that's a very nice touch for any type of storytelling, and could go a long way for them introducing them into the into the cinematic universe. So we have got 4 or 5 characters down. We are going to go strong. The next one we are going to do is our aerial character. So this is our flyer. This is the person that's going to survey, almost like the recon, but again, every X-Men team has had someone or many people who can fly. So, Lew, who's your flyer?
I'm going to pick a Canadian, North Star.
North Star, nice.
He can run and fly at almost light speed, so there you go.
Nice. And are you gonna have his sister with him, or
No,
no? Just him.
even though they're pretty close, but
Yeah.
maybe just on the, bench.
Yeah, on the bench.
I'll have her
on,
sister on the bench.
on the B team.
Yeah.
On the B
Here,
team.
sister, do UPS delivery.
Nice. Uspa, who's your flyer?
Storm,
Storm, right on.
obviously.
Yep.
Fly, fly, fly. Tornado. Rain, rain, rain. Flood the shit.
Yep. Clean
Light.
the battlefield.
Yes.
Yeah. Storm actually fills so many roles, and again, she kind of fits the team. She's been there since the whole X-Men
the problem.
'94 and X-Men
Yeah.
Giant Size. So she's almost a staple of any team, and she has been in a lot of the movies as well. So.
But see, the problem with the Storm is open spaces are fine. Closed space, even some warehouse, not much room.
Yeah, and she's claustrophobic too, right? In her past, so that might. But again, a very good challenge for a good writer to write that stuff into a story, to put some character in. So and she's got a great, rich backstory too.
Yes.
So again, a lot of stuff to work with if they do it right. Heavens forbid that stupid bad. Oh God, the Apocalypse movie that they did. Oh Jesus, Storm was horrible in that. Like way to get the character just totally wrong. Anyways,
Interesting note
let's
on,
just get
on
that.
Storm being on that team. Are we gonna have then the Black Panther and Storm thing happening?
Oh,
No.
we can't if it's the MCU though, because he's
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh, but again, the tension. There could be some boom chicka wow wow.
No.
No, all right, okay, all right. So
Not until I get my gore.
next up, every X team would not be complete without a telepath. That's right, somebody who can coordinate the team, telekinesis, telepathy, support the team, kind of, do a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to take first dibs at this because I really like this character. It's Nate Gray, aka Nate Summers, the X-Man.
X-Men.
All right, so again, wacky team I've got going on. You see I've got 3 Summers, and again, I really like in the comics that the Summers family and the Summers genome is very sought after. Look at what Mr. Sinister does. He's always going after the Summers. We've got the whole thing with Madeline Pryor, and I would think that if they were to put him in the cinematic universe, I think it'd be really kind of cool if he's there and he's almost the same age as Cyclops, but Cyclops doesn't know it's his kid from a far off future or an alternate timeline. And I think that would be really cool to kind of put those seeds into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and you've got something and somewhere to go to tell different stories. Again, might be a little challenging to write, but X-Man is super powerful and just kind of, like I said, a really cool character, and that leads into all kinds of stuff like the Age of Apocalypse. We've also can lean in onto Cable and stuff like that. But yeah, it would be really cool to see it. And then we've got that kind of that trinity of the Summers.
You sure you don't have Vulcan in there somewhere?
Yeah. And the cool thing I was thinking in my mind, I'm not going to have Jean Grey in my initial roster. So if I was doing this movie, how weird would it be that this Nate Gray knows who Cyclops is going to end up with, but is not telling his father? So kind of got like a Terminator vibe going on there. So I think that'd be kind of cool. Uspa, who is your telepathic support?
Emma Frost.
Oh.
So basically,
Go for some TNA.
she's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't deny it.
No, seriously, the Professor X level of
Telepathy.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Plus Diamond transformation.
Yeah, Diamond Heart Skin. Yeah, can't mess with her.
So basically, She can slap a Juggernaut.
She can turn off his brain. Yeah, I guess you gotta get the helmet off
Yeah.
first, though, right? Yeah.
Alcohol can do that. So.
But in our story, Uspa has welded the helmet to his skin. So I don't know how we're gonna do that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Lou, who's your telepath?
My choice is Betsy Braddock.
Nice. Are you going Betsy Braddock, the original?
The original? No, the Asian assassin one.
Oh, all right. So you're going Psylocke.
I go in Psylocke.
Nice.
Because not only she is powerful enough as a telepath, but what I'm valuing more is her fighting skills. So not only can she mess with people's minds, she can get in there and scrap with the team as well.
Right. So if your team split up, you could be like, hey, there's 3 scrappers going this way, and they've got the support. Right on, right on. She's a great choice. And again, very super cool, interesting backstory. I've always been a fan of that 2-parter where the Mandarin and Shinobi Shaw, they basically transformed her. I know a lot of people didn't like that you took this kind of prim and proper British lady and turned her Asian. But again, it's comic books, and again, the backstory, it was pretty cool.
It was
again,
good.
I don't think it was offensive. It was a really good 2-parter by Jim Lee. So yeah, that's a cool one. All right, so we've done range, we've done telepathy, we've done recon. I think the last one that we've got is who is minding the mansion? Who's the base support? Who do you got?
Forge.
Forge.
Cool.
So basically, tech whiz, build the stuff he needs. So what do you need? The eyes, ears in the field.
Yeah.
So you can guide the team where to go.
Need to fix that Blackbird? Forge is a man. Need to build another Blackbird? Forge
Additional
is a man.
devices for the Blackboard, stealth, like whatever. Underwater stuff, Sonic Raider, whatever. He builds the initial plan and monitors how it goes.
Very cool. I got to admit, Forge was my man too. So yeah, it's like there's nobody to have better in the field. I mean, not in the field,
at the base.
At the base.
So see, you're technically wrong right now. So he said no one better. So
Well, if it's my turn,
it is.
you can't have better base support than the actual base itself. I pick Danger.
Whoa, nice.
Not only is this the personification of the Danger Room, that's your base right there. You go in there, Danger's got you.
That's wicked. That is wicked.
but what if you go outside the room?
Well, that's why it's base support.
Hey.
And you can send Danger out.
You can send Danger.
Just drop it.
Well, Danger's got a construct body and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Wow. So as you can see, 3 of us, we agreed on a couple things. We had a couple things in common, but we each chose something different. And that's the magic of the mutants. There are so many to choose from. Yeah, there's a bunch of ones that people might consider lame, but there's even more that have really cool backstories and stuff. So yeah, I think we nailed all of them. Did we?
Yeah.
Did we get it down there? Yeah.
Yep.
So there you have it, folks. 3 different takes on the X-Men team. Who do you think built the best team? I'm gonna kick it over to Lou. Lou, give us the rundown of who was on your team.
All right, for my team, do we need to say what they are or just name the team?
Name the team.
All right, my team composed of Cyclops, Gentle, Multiple Man, North Star, Sabretooth, Forge, Psylocke, and Danger for base support.
Nice. Uspa, name your team.
Cyclops, Juggernaut, Phantomax, Mimic, Storm, Scarlet Witch, Emma Frost, and Forge for the base support.
Right on. So we've got Uspa with a lot of bad guys on his team. We got Lou with nice, good grouping of guys. They're all pretty good and
Scrappers.
And yeah, just scrappers. And we're gonna go with my team here. We've got Cyclops in the leader role. Armor is gonna do the brawn. She's gonna be my strong character. My aerial support is Sean Cassidy, the Banshee. My brawler is, of course, Wolverine. My range support, Alex Summer, the Havoc. And the telepath is Nate Gray. base support is Forge, and my stealth recon character is Shadowcat. So in the comments below, let us know whose team you like the best, as well as drop us a line on who you'd put on your team. This is the Lunchbox crew. I hope you enjoyed our take on the X-Men, and we'll see you on the other side.
Peace.